For this one here, we're using a dot plot to make a box plot. The things we need for our box plot begin first with the minimum. A minimum is the smallest number used in the data set. The smallest number used in our data set would be right here. When we look at this number line, it's going up by tenths. Like so. So the smallest number in our data set, or our minimum, is 1.6. Our maximum is the largest number used in our data set. So that would be here, 3.6. We then find the range. The range is just the maximum minus the minimum. Our median is where it can get a little more complicated for some. You're just finding the basic middle of the numbers. So what we do for this is we cross out dots on either side until we have a number that ends up being in the middle of our data set. Please follow along and do this as well. So, what we end up getting is 2.3 as our median. Next, we're asked to find quartile 1 and quartile 3. So quartile 1 is just the median of this lower half that we just found after our main median here in the middle. So you just go ahead and find the middle of this lower set of numbers, like so. Like I said earlier, you could do this numerically, or you could just do the cross out way. I think it's easier and better visually to do the cross out way. So the quartile 1 would be 2. Next, we're doing the same exact thing, but for quartile 3. So we're going on that higher end of the spectrum. Till we get, our median, which would be 3. Next is the interquartile range. We always need to remember that our interquartile range is just quartile 3 minus quartile 1 equals interquartile range. So quartile 3 is 3 minus 1, just a bit of plug and chug here, is 2. Our interquartile range is 2. That's just asking us for the mode, which is a bit of a review. A mode is just the number that occurs most often, and we kind of have a tie here. So 1.6 and what would this be here, and 2.2 both appear the most, being 4 times, so it would be 1.6 and 2.2. We're now asked to create a box plot using our numbers here that we have found, our data landmarks. So let's go ahead and begin with our minimum, 1.6. So we're just aligning our information that we found here. Going to 3.6 next. Following, I'm going to find my median, which was 2.3. My quartile 1 of 2. And next, my quartile 3, which was 3. Now I'm just gonna go ahead, make my box, make my whiskers. Oops. It's not a straight whisker. Kind of went crazy. Make my box, make my whiskers, and that's my kind of messy box and whisker plot. Alright guys, that is all for the study guide for Unit 3. Make sure to study and go over all of these questions and answers, and it'll really help you out on the test. Good luck, everyone!